Looping the forest. Solo Native American flute is wonderful. But if you're going to perform, if you're going to do something to entertain people, bringing in other sounds is a great thing to do. And one of the ways to bring in other sounds is to use a loop pedal, which I have on the floor below me. And we actually did a looping flute cast a while back, and it was fairly complicated. And maybe you got into that and you were inspired by it. But looking at some of the complexity and the timing that was involved, maybe a bit challenging. And then I saw Kalani do something similar to what I'm about to do, and it was great because it was so simple. And the idea is to create a loop and to put in lots of sounds of the forest. So this is looping the forest in a very simple way. So what do we got? We got a loop pedal on the floor, and if I open the loop, it will record everything we do and play it back repeatedly. So if I just start the loop, everything I say will be played back again and again. Everything I say will be played back again and again. And again and again. Everything I say and again will be played back until again and again. I hit the stop button. Now I can layer things over it and make things more and more, layered and complex. I'm going to clear the loop and start over again. But what we're going to do is begin with some sounds of nature, and then we're going to layer more sounds of nature on top, and then eventually we're going to play flute over the top. So that's the idea. And how do we start this? Well, usually I like to start with one of my favorite instruments. I call this the River Gourd. My friend John Ferrantos brought this back from Mexico, and it's wonderful. It's got this great river sound, but it's kind of loud, and volume is something we need to pay attention to when we're looping. So I'm just my mic is right up here, okay? It's right over the camera. So I'm gonna put it off to the side and make it a little bit quieter. I'm gonna lay that down, and I'm also gonna lay down this instrument. Sound of the wind. This is a ceramic wind instrument with a little adjustment to change the sound of it. So let's just lay this down. First thing I'm going to do is start with a loop of random length. I don't know, 10, 15, 20 seconds, something like that. All right, just to get a bass. Here we go. There we have that, and I can talk because it's not continuing to layer, but when I put it in layer mode, I'll be layering sounds on top. Here we go. And the nice thing about this is I can layer and then stop layering, and I can layer anywhere in the loop, and the sound will eventually come back in. Right. So other sounds that we're going to add, let's see what we've got here. Again, I'm looking for the quality of the sound. I'm looking for something that sounds like a nature sound, but I'm also looking for something that has the right volume. So these are bird whistles, right? I'm just that's a nice, but it's still kind of loud. Well, that's a good one. I'm going to put that on my to play list. Okay, if I play that short, that's probably okay. Normally, I'd of course do this before the performance and line up my instruments. Sounds kind of nature-ish. Cool. I will do that. Kind of loud, we won't do that. Of course, what we can also add is a flute. Do a high, like that. Yeah, sure. Let's layer some of those over. So now I got some nature sounds. Oh, let's add this. These are seed shakers. They're just pea pods. Got a lot going on here. Now I'm going to start bringing in pitch sounds, melodic sounds. So this is a mbira. Now I'm going to bring in my flute. I'm going to do a layer on the flute of low sounds, and then I'm going to get out of the loop and play over the top on the higher sounds. So I'm going to try to harmonize with myself. The idea. Hope you can put this technique to use and use it in some of your performances or like a meditation session or something like that. Looping the forest. Enjoy.